Congratulations! You've successfully completed the initial phase of training at our call center. Now you're ready to make some money. But before moving forward, let's review the important legal guidelines you need to know and follow. As a paid representative of our call center and its clients, you'll be raising funds for various organizations, including police, firefighter, veteran, and children's organizations. Above and beyond making sales, your job is to represent our clients truthfully and accurately. And that is why it's very important to stick to the approved script. Always disclose you are a paid caller. Always disclose the full name of the organization you are calling for. Disclose the full address of the organization as it appears on the Q&A sheet. Never say you're calling from or with the organization. Always disclose that you are calling for or on behalf of the organization. If someone requests that they be placed on the Do Not Call list, tell the consumer you'll be happy to. Then confirm their phone number, end the call politely. You must never argue with the consumer. Always agree. Remember, the consumer is always right. For example, if the consumer says this is the 20th time you've called them, what they mean is they receive a lot of telemarketing calls, not that you've called them 20 times. It is your job to be professional and courteous at all times. Politely offer to put that consumer on the Do Not Call list. Now here are some important general procedures, each designed to increase your level of success at our call center. Do not talk to your neighbors or rest the phone away from your mouth. Be prepared to begin your conversation with the person you're calling. If you're not ready as soon as the person picks up the phone, you'll sound awkward and unsure of yourself. An immediate start is essential to sounding confident and positive during those first few important seconds when the consumer is deciding whether to listen to you. Don't ask hello. Instead, confidently say hello. Convey your confidence to the consumer. This will increase your success rate. Once you've determined whether a man or woman picked up the phone and a man answers, don't ask, "Hello, is Mr. Smith there?" Instead say, "Hello, Mr. Smith," and then identify yourself and the organization you're calling for and proceed with your presentation. Adjust the volume of your voice one level higher than the volume of the person you're speaking with. Keep your mouth about a half inch from the mouthpiece and speak clearly. Be prepared to adapt the volume and pace of your presentation from one call to the next. Your best results will be achieved by speaking at the same pace of the consumer, but with a slightly louder volume. If you can't pronounce the name of the person you're calling, skip it. Just introduce yourself and go directly into your presentation. For example, you can't pronounce his name. Well, just say, "Hi, this is Neil Adams calling for the nonprofit charity. How are you today?" And then go on. Remember, nobody wants to hear their name jumbled up and mispronounced. Whatever you do, don't sound like you're simply reading a bunch of sentences trying to get it over with. Talk from the heart. Sell the charity. Speak affirmatively by lowering the pitch of your voice at the end of each sentence. If you raise the pitch of your voice at the end of each sentence, you'll sound like this. "Hi, I'm calling for the nonprofit charity, and right now we really need your help." You sound like you're asking a question. Instead, be confident. Be affirmative. Lower the pitch of your voice at the end of each sentence, and you'll sound like this. "Hi, this is Neil Adams calling for the nonprofit charity." And also keep the flow of the conversation steady and continuous. We don't want any dead spots, and neither do the people you're calling. Another helpful hint is don't be afraid to tell the consumer that you just started here, and this fundraising campaign is new for you. Typically, the consumer will respect and appreciate your honesty. Also, you'll be speaking with hundreds of people, and sooner or later, you're going to run into someone that will start asking multiple questions, just to see if they can trip you up. For that reason, always follow the rule. Whenever someone starts asking multiple questions, sounds confrontational, or asks what percentage goes to the charity, politely ask the consumer to hold on while you go get a supervisor who is more familiar with the campaign. If someone tells you that they already received a call, Never tell a consumer that we just started the campaign, or that must have been someone else, because we have other offices calling their campaigns. Ask the consumer to please excuse the call and move on. Know the Q&A sheet. Familiarize yourself with the charity. Know what the money will be used for. Be a good listener so you can relate and respond to the consumer. The most successful method of increasing sales is using rebuttals. Don't just ask for less money. Reinforce what the charity does. Always end each rebuttal with an attempt to close, and always be polite and know when to move on. 1 or 2 rebuttals are sufficient. Never be afraid to ask for the money. If you don't ask for the money, you won't get it. Our call center does not raise money directly for any local police departments, state police, or local fire departments. We raise money for associations and nonprofit organizations. So, for example, if you're calling for the Nonprofit Police Association and the consumer asks if their donation will benefit their local police, even though it is possible some of their local police are members of the Nonprofit Police Association, do not assume. Instead, refer to your question and answer sheet and follow it verbatim. The correct answer would be, no, we're raising money for the Nonprofit Police Association. Your question and answer sheet will have a more detailed response, and you should follow it word for word. Some of our clients provide services such as advanced training or death benefits. Although typically these programs are made available to all officers, that does not mean that all officers are enrolled or are members. Again, do not assume. To respond to the consumer's question truthfully and accurately, you must read the complete response as it appears on the Q&A sheet. Do not read only part of the response. To convey the whole truth, you must read the whole response. In front of your workstation, you will see a list of forbidden words and phrases. These are the words you are never to use while speaking with the consumer. The words mail, literature, send, information, brochure, pamphlet, and pledge kit imply that the consumer will receive something of substance they can look over and then decide whether to donate. Remember, we're not selling pledge kits, thank you letters, brochures, or pamphlets. We're selling the organization. In fact, all the consumer sees is an invoice and a thank you letter. In order for the sale to be complete, the consumer must be comfortable with the specific dollar amount and acknowledge that they are expected to return their check as soon as they receive their official receipt. Get it out to you and put you down for. Do not reinforce that the consumer is agreeing to a specific donation. Your presentation should be centered around a sense of urgency to help the organization. Words like annual, last year, in a few days, or any period of time do not imply that there is a sense of urgency. The word us implies that we are the organization, when in fact we are actually calling for the organization. Using phrases such as same as last time and same as always only confuses the consumer. Therefore, they are also on the forbidden word list. And finally, not even $15 is attempting to close with a negative. Always attempt your close with a positive, such as the friend sponsor's only $15, but it still goes a long way to help out. Can we count on your support with a $15 friend sponsor? In between calls, smile and think positive. Even if the last 25 people you called told you no. You must sound positive and upbeat. Take the attitude that the next call will be a sale. Lose your confidence and you'll lose that sale. Remember, you're selling the organization, and every new call is a new opportunity for success. The only person you want to speak with is the decision maker. Don't waste time asking when the decision maker will be home. If it's okay, you can call back later, or other small talk. If the decision maker is not home, say it's just a courtesy call, and immediately move on to your next call. Summing up, be polite, honest, knowledgeable, and courteous. Now you're ready to represent our call center and its many clients. Good luck, and let's make some money.